Thanks for listening in on my weekly Windows of Wisdom. Week 1 is be quotable because what you say and how you say it will matter and will be remembered. As a teacher, I had always emphasized the importance of effective writing and encouraging students to try the most engaging ways for them to present their work. Well, my students were often involved in speech contests and moved on to compete at the regional and national levels. It was suggested that speakers include famous quotes that move them in some way in order to emphasize a point and elicit a response from the audience, even if it was just a head nod of recognition of that quote. I even provided lists of authors for students to research the person so they could better understand the context of the quote. One of those was Maya Angelou, who was an American author, actress, screenwriter, and did you know she was also a dancer and a civil rights activist? In the words of Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It was this quote that actually inspired me to start composing and publishing my own quotes. I'm sure for many of you, not a day goes by when someone's words or actions have deeply impacted how you feel, right? Well, because of this, I make a point to have my words, my actions, to have a positive impact on someone every day. I'm encouraged that we are experiencing increased emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And with this brighter spotlight being shown in this area, much attention is being cast on what people say, how they say it, and whether it is culturally sensitive. How certain statements are interpreted and the way they make people feel can cost that person who said it their jobs, their careers, and ultimately their credibility and respect for the rest of their lives. So this was my inspiration for my very first quote in my book, Weekly Windows of Wisdom. Be quotable because what you say and how you say it will matter and will be remembered. Hence, my continued focus will always be on my legacy, the imprints that I will leave behind. So as part of this resolve, the quotes that I include in my work, signatures, for example, will always be my own. So what will you say this week that will be remembered and even be quotable? What will you do that will matter and make a difference in someone's life? I thank you in advance for joining me in my journey through this year's 52 Windows of Wisdom.